and Brito.
Sean gets it to Seal.
Oh! On for Keene State. As the
Bobbitt. Number 3, Noah Osher. Number 24, David Brennan. Number 31, Alex Sobel. And number 33, Sam Stevens. And then for your Keene State Owls, it's going to be number 1, Jarek Sean. Number 3, Octavio Brito. Number 4, Nate Seau. Number 12, Mason Jean-Baptiste. And the big man in the middle, number 13, Jeff Hunter. And just anticipation for this game is high. So we're just about ready to tip off. Two top 15, teams in Division III men's basketball. This is going to be a battle tonight.
This is a game that both teams more than likely have had marked on their calendars, Logan. It's a very big game. The whole gym is rented out. Our entire student section's here. Members of our community are here, and they're ready for a nice basketball game to celebrate Martin Luther King Day, so let's get it going.
With that, the Middlebury College Panthers will start with the first possession in tonight's game. It's going to be Bobbitt. Now the big man in the middle, Sobel. Osher off the handoff, pulls up, and for 2. Noah Osher starts off the game.
That's a good shot. That's how to get confidence in your team going up against a team that's undefeated.
Now Jeff Hunter to beat Jean-Baptiste. Working the 2-man game. Nice pass to Hunter, and right back at you, 2-2.
The physicality that Jeff Hunter uses is just incredible. He's very big, but he's so agile, he's so athletic, he can get himself in the middle like that.
Yes, and I think physicality is going to be a big part of today's game as Middlebury's going to turn it over on their second possession of the game. See ya now for Keene State. Trying to set the offense up. Now to Sean. Sean dribble handoff. Jean-Baptiste gets into the paint, floats one up. Offensive rebound, Nate Seau. Trying to look for Hunter on the kick. It's going to be Middlebury ball.
Nate Seau, he is shorter than a lot of players on the court right now, but man, is he relentless, able to get boards like that with ease.
Bobbitt. The tough pressure from Nate Seau. Almost goes back court. Sobel now. Finds Brennan. Trying to find Bobbitt. Seau's in the passing lanes. Gets a deflection. Now finds Brennan for the dunk. Misses it, but Sobel's there.
I think Hunter might have blocked that from the back. I have no idea.
It might have gotten a piece. I could not tell, but either way, Alex Sobel's there to clean it up, and he has his first basket of today's game.
My goodness. My goodness. Did you see Sean jump up to grab that ball? Holy mackerel.
Athleticism for Jarek Sean.
Woo!
Bobbitt, handoff to Osher. Now for Sobel. Stevens cuts back door for 2. That's some good action working Sobel in the high post. Easy back door for Sam Stevens for 2. Brito working on Sobel. Sobel will get the best of it this time with the block. Noah Osher collects. Trying to look for David Brennan, and he's got an easy 2.
This is a team that plays tough, physical team basketball. You can't just look at one guy. Obviously, we talked about Sobel before the game started, but you can't just look at him. You have to look at everybody on this team.
And that's what makes teams like this great, and I believe it's going to be a game that's going to be played in between, or not from distance if you're Middlebury. They're not a three-point shooting team necessarily, as we saw Octavio Brito on the other end go in and out on a three-pointer, but it's going to be a lot of two-point shots here for the Panthers.
They take their time. They do their offense. They get themselves in the middle. They don't. What I've seen so far, they're patient. They don't rush their shots. They don't just try to get quick threes. This is a good team that I've seen so far.
Sam Stevens is going to go to the line, and Jeff Hunter is going to pick up his first foul.
Number 13, Jeff Hunter. That's his first. Team's first.
Jeff Hunter during that comeback against, I believe, Western Connecticut. He got into foul trouble early in the game. He had as much fouls early in the game as he did points. He had to come out, so hopefully that'll be something that he looks at today, and hopefully that'll be something that he doesn't do.
Stevens getting ready for a second. It's up and it's good. Sam Stevens 2 for 2 from the line, and Middlebury jumps out to a 10-4 lead early on. Seau right by Bobbitt for 2.
That is too easy. If you're Middlebury, you cannot let stuff like that happen, especially with tiny guards when they get into the middle. They're just too quickly. You need to prepare for that.
Bobbitt in a bit of trouble. He finds Sobel now. David Brennan full head of steam. Now kicks to Sobel. Right down on the block, working against Hunter. Tries to put it over. I believe he tried to dunk that, and Jeff Hunter's going to pick up his second foul. Unfortunately for him, and as you said, you would have liked to see him keep that under control today.
Well, with Sobel, it's one of
Sean now too strong.
It's a good move, though.
Stevens now finds himself in a bit of trouble. Now found Sobel. Cannot convert. David Brennan on the offensive rebound and another foul. This one's going to go against Octavio Brito. Excuse me, that's going to go against Jarek Sean. That's his first.
I thought that it was Brito, too. I was about to stand up. That was as clean a block as you're going to see.
Brennan misses the first. Brennan's a guy who doesn't have a whole lot of height compared to the Sobels and the Hunters of this game, but he does have a lot of muscle. He's found his way in the weight room, as you can tell, and he's going to be a problem on the boards, both offensively and defensively.
Not only is he strong, he has a good wingspan.
That's true.
That's very troublesome if you're playing against someone like that in the game of basketball.
He converts on the second free throw. Brito in transition, gets to the hoop, and finishes. Took a take from Octavio Brito.
Keene State Owls have been very good in transition so far for their offense.
Sobel. Down to Sobel, who gets it. Alex Sobel already got 6 points in this one. See how down the other end, kick for Spencer Aronson, whose shot is blocked by Sam Stevens.
Got a piece of it. Wasn't a really great block, but he got just a piece of it where it wouldn't go up.
Sobel working on Sean. Trying to go up, misses the initial layup, fighting for the offensive board, but Sean comes away with it. And a miscommunication. Evan Flax with the steal. Sobel goes up and will dunk it. A miscommunication there, as you saw Keene State have 3 players in one spot, and they tried to advance it up the court, and I believe it just hit off of Nate Seau's hands. G. Baptiste now is blocked by Sobel, but gets his own rebound.
Alex Sobel with 8 points already. He is a handful down low.
And he's been very active so far in today's game.
Active would be an understatement. He has half of his team's points, Logan.
That's true, yes. Evan Flax now finds Sobel right in front of the Keene State Owls bench, and why not? Kicks out of a double. Flax finds himself open. He'll fire for 3, and it's good. Evan Flax just fresh into the game.
Keene State off to a little bit of a rocky start, but they still have that transition offense that they've been going over this entire time. It seems to be what's been keeping them in this game so far.
After that Noah Osher foul, we will go to immediate timeouts. Middlebury up 10.
Pretty quiet quiet during the summer when most students are home, but that doesn't mean it's completely empty. Students are working and learning here year-round. There's tour guides and student workers like me, and students are interning all over the Monadnock region. Many of our majors require hands-on learning, and our students are working as reporters, videographers, environmental advocates, and scientific researchers to gain experience. Here's a look at what's happening right here in our city this summer.
We are back here after the media timeout, and we're going to take a look at the top 25 right now in Division III men's basketball. And as we mentioned earlier in the pregame, both of these teams are indeed ranked. Keene State's the undefeated number 4 ranked team in the country, and Middlebury, who we mentioned in the pregame, that was number 13th, and today in the most recent poll they have moved up to 11th. Again, their record is 13-2 so far this season.
Yeah, this team's a handful. Even though they might be out of the top 10, we can't be too complacent with ourselves at number 4. We want to beat the best teams. We want to beat the teams that are up there with us. And this team so far right now is showing us that they came to play.
Keene State inbound under their own hoop. It's going to be a foul called off the ball. That foul is going to go against Nash Goldman. That's going to be his first. We're going to see Jeff Hunter back into the game now for Mason Jean-Baptiste. Another inbound. This one finds Brito, and a tough finish. Octavio Brito.
It's a little risky, but I like the move of Coach Keene putting back in Jeff Hunter because he saw what Sobel was doing to them down low.
Now Sobel's out of the game right now, and you're right, maybe less of a risk if putting Hunter in with a backup center in. Is now McCursey fires and will be long, and it's going to be Keene State ball. Jackson McCursey with the jump shot.
We can talk about Keene all day, but we also need to talk about Middlebury. This time for them, when Alex Sobel isn't in the game, is crucial. You need to keep scoring if you're Middlebury.
Carruthers now to Brito. Works it to Tameen Dupree, fresh into the game. Brito on the left wing, working against McCursey. In the trap, finds Carruthers. He'll shoot for 3, and it's good. Mike Carruthers. And now it's just a 5-point lead for Middlebury.
I don't think Carruthers expected to be that open. He looked around a little bit, and there was no one in front of him.
Yeah, the double came on the Brito drive. He does a great job of finding the guy open on the opposite side of the court. Carruthers sticks an open shot. We'll see Flax now on the baseline. Now into Brennan, trying to work on Hunter with 2 fouls. A good move from him.
It's a good move.
Carruthers. Tameen Dupree. He's going to work the pick and roll. Kick to Carruthers. He'll fire another 3. Almost gets the and one.
We wanted that one. You saw it in his face.
And the energy would have gone up if that Carruthers 3 had hit with the and one, but instead he'll have 3 free throws. It's going to go against Evan Flax.
Mike Carruthers, the freshman from New York, has been very crucial to this team, not just with his 3-point shooting that he's put on display so far, but his defense has been remarkable for this team.
Come up empty on the first, and looking at the statistics, his free throw percentage maybe is not where he would like it. 54% on the season so far. Second one is up, and it's a little bit short and to the left, as we're going to see Alex Sobel back into the game, as well as Jaden Bobbitt. Brennan and Osher will take a seat. Third one from Carruthers is up, and it's good. Carruthers 1 for 3.
Ash Goldman, the captain, running a play.
Trying to find Sobel, passes too far. Brito now on the wing in transition. Jeff Hunter tries to get the putback dunk instead. I believe he's going to head to the line. Foul's going to go against number 21, Jackson McCursey. It's going to be his first of the game. You're right. The transition, if they can get steals like that for Keene State, is definitely dangerous with Brito going to the hoop, as well as they can kick for three. And then Jeff Hunter's going to rim run, and he'll finish anything, and you can drop it off to him whenever in transition, and he'll go get a bucket. Unfortunately, he missed his first free throw. Second one is up, and it's off the mark, 0 for 2.
Now see, when you're Keene State College and you know that you're going to have to rely a little bit heavier in your transition offense, you need to make your free throws because you're going to get fouled a lot more, especially when you're going underneath the basket.
Exactly. Sobel now. Bobbitt trying to work on Dupree. Ball is loose. Sam Stevens finds it in the corner. Deflected. That's some good defense there from Keene State, especially Tameen Dupree.
Tameen Dupree, transfer from Nichols, already making his presence felt on this Keene State College team.
McCursey, hand off to Goldman. He'll pull up at the free throw line, in and out, but McCursey's there for the putback. And an easy two for Jackson McCursey. The Brothers working baseline. Passes intercepted by Sam Stevens, the sophomore. Bobbitt now in front of the Owls bench is good. Jaden Bobbitt for three.
And obviously Coach Keene is not liking what he's seeing. He wants a timeout.
We're going to go to break. Middlebury College up 11.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
It's always been more than just a game. It is a legacy. Support the USA Basketball Foundation as we look to expand that legacy. For her, for them, for us. All of us, together.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go over some of the series history between these teams. Middlebury leads the series 7-6 of every time these teams have played each other. Teams have split the last four meetings. The road teams have won all four. KSC won 86-77 last year. Teams met in the NCAA tournament in second round in 2016, where Keene State ended up winning by 2 in New Jersey. Middlebury has won 4 straight of Spaulding Gym. And Keene State actually upset the #1 Middlebury College 77-76 at home on January 31st, 2012. And the teams have met in every non-shortened season since the 2011 to 2012 season. So a lot of history between these teams, and it's definitely showing tonight.
Yeah, and Middlebury's program has been good for years. Always a good challenge for Keene State, as we see Brito with the turnaround jump shot. That's a good shot late in the shot clock. But yeah, definitely 2 good programs we see on display today with some history. Goldman. Trying to find Sobel, he does. McCursey up, trying to dunk over Jeff Hunter, and it's blocked.
It's a block party, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Brito.
Hunter now finishes it, but a huge play defensively from Jeff Hunter leads to the transition yet again.
Getting it done on both sides of the court is the captain, Jeffrey Hunter.
Jackson McCursey into Sobel with Brito on him. The double comes from Seau. Sobel now goes up with the right and gets it to fall.
such a simple move, but it's so effective because of his long wingspan, and he's just taller than his defenders usually.
Brito tries to find Hunter. Cannot, collected by Dupree, bit of a miscommunication. It's gonna be Middlebury ball.
It's little things that Keene is doing right now. There's not one thing that's sticking out that they're doing wrong to put them down 9. It's just little things that I'm sure Coach Keene is gonna want to clean up throughout the game, and they've already been doing it so far.
You're gonna see David Brennan back into the game. As well as Charlie Moore for the first time for the Middlebury Panthers. Sobel working on Brito again. Uses his size, goes up in for 2. And Sobel now has 12 points. Brito now attacks, and it is blocked by Alex Sobel. Brito tried to go up for the dunk, and it's denied. Bobbin in transition, finds Moore. Stripped away and stolen.
My goodness, what a textbook block by Sobel.
Jean-Baptiste blows up. Cannot get it to fall. Good rebound by Jeff Hunter.
Everyone just needs to take a chill pill, relax for a minute. Everything's going so quickly.
Step back from Jean-Baptiste is short, but Brito finds himself with it again. His shot is no good. And Sean with the offensive rebound and a foul. And you're right.
Oh, yeah, everyone, just relax. It's the first half. 9:18 remaining. You don't need to tire yourselves out like that. You get a little crazy sometimes.
I believe that was 4 offensive rebounds there you saw from Keene State, and could not convert any of the shots. Shot is up from Octavio Brito, and it's good. Right in front of Middlebury's bench.
Middlebury, they should know. You can't leave Brito open like that.
Bobbitt. Pass is deflected, and Hunter has it. Up to Nate Seau for 2. And now a timeout, Jeff Brown in the Middlebury College. The energy is climbing here as Keene State cuts the lead down to 6. We'll be right back.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
We are back, and Keene State has gotten a couple of steals here, a couple of transition baskets as of late, and have cut into the Middlebury lead. Evan Flax back into the game. David Brennan finds Osher. Looking for Sobel, he does. Sobel working on Hunter with 2 fouls. Double comes from Brito and stolen by Nate Seau. Nate Seau all the way up. He does a great job to use the rim there and draws the foul. It's going to be against Edward Witherington. That's going to be his first of the game.
That was a good decision by Seau. He went up with his body. He didn't stop, didn't settle for the jump stop. He went all the way down. He knew that he was going to get fouled, so he might as well make it an and one. Even though he didn't get it in, the exact thought was there.
Yeah, so a crazy and one it would have been. So the body control as he went up was almost right. Could not get the ball to fall, unfortunately, but he will convert on the first of 2 from the free throw line.
I'm sensing a little bit of a pattern, Logan. I think free throws are going to be very important, especially down the stretch for this Keene State College team.
As Seau converts on the second. Maybe a bit of luck there, but you're right. We saw some free throws early on from Middlebury, and then after that, Keene State has gotten a few, and Keene State will force another turnover as Flax just could not keep his dribble. The ball will roll out of bounds. Keene State ball.
That's just great defense by your perimeter guys. if it's anything to just stop the momentum as it's going, but this team was up big, and now they're only up 4.
Hunter, swing to Brito on the left wing. Drives again, kick, wide open, Sean, big shot from him. It's gonna be off. Stevens, it's gonna have Brito on him. Lofted over the top for Brennan. Stevens, working on Hunter, he'll go up and he's blocked. Another block from Jeff Hunter. Ball will find itself out of bounds. We will go to media team timeouts. Middlebury up 4.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
We are back with 7:50 remaining. Middlebury up 4. We're going to take a minute now to talk about Keene State Owl coach Ryan Keene. Just about halfway through his 8th season as the head coach. He's had winning record in all but 1 season, and we've talked about him before. Me and you have both interviewed him. He's a guy that shows a lot of passion, and he's a guy that leads his team very well. He's got a system, he runs by it, and it has led to him having a 133-64 record as head coach of the Owls, which is very impressive.
You don't just stumble onto a 15-0 record as a head coach. You have to love the game of basketball. You have to love your players, and you also have to be really good at what you do.
Flax is no good, but Brennan with the offensive board. Sobel now kick. Noah Osher for 3 off the top of the backboard. Brito now trying to cut this lead down even more. Seow to the hoop and will draw a foul.
Going right at the big man. I love it if you're Keene State. Because worst case scenario, even if he doesn't foul you and he does get the block, you at least have the opportunity to get more fouls on a player like Sobel. And that's exactly what you want to do.
And Nate Seow so far has had a pretty good game. Obviously, it's not going to translate to direct points, but he's had multiple steals. He's been guarding their point guard the whole length of the court, which is something you see every game from Nate Seow. And a reason why this team is so good defensively is because he's there to be kind of play the role of the pest and to annoy the guards for the other team, and so they cannot set up their offense. And we'll see him now, second leading scorer, but he brings so much more than scoring to this Keene State Owls team.
It's a thankless job if you're Nate Seow. It truly is. It's one of those things that, like you said, it doesn't show up in the scouting report. It doesn't show up on the box score. Not a lot of people see what he does, but everyone on the team and in this community and at the school knows how important he is to this team.
And Flax will hit a mid-range jumper on one end, and then the other we see Nate Seow just get to the rack again. This time it's going to be deflected and out of bounds for an inbound under the hoop. Brito working on his left. He'll now pull up and he'll hit. And Brito is now in double digits.
Too small, says Octavio Brito.
He's so good at pulling up kind of unexpectedly. Maybe not. Sometimes he has unorthodox shots in there between a floater and a runner, or sometimes he has the off-balance turnaround jump shot.
He might not be the tallest, but he has a really nice way of just shooting right over players.
We see some of his vert there as he contests, and he'll contest again, and Sobel. His whole forearm, I believe, is over the rim on that one.
I was looking at that too.
He wanted a foul, I believe, but did not pick it up. I thought Brito played excellent defense, just Sobel has the wingspan and the vertical and
Almost jumped over him.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yes. That's now Sobel will take a seat after the Keene State Owls turnover. We'll see Jackson McCursey into the game, and last time Sobel came out of the game, Keene State went on a bit of a run, so we'll see if they can do that again, but it starts here defensively.
Especially with both of their captains in, they have Brito and Hunter still in. Hunter has been doing good too. He has not gotten another foul after those two towards the beginning. Oh, what a nice block by Hunter!
That was crazy block from Jeff Hunter as he pins it. Now Brito the other way up to Hunter! And this place just erupted, Jeff Hunter.
Now that is what I'm talking about. Jeff Hunter, the captain, showing out for the home crowd.
And I said it started there on the defense, and Jeff Hunter makes one heck of a play, block off the glass, and then on the other end, the captain on the alley-oop, and Jeff Hunter slams it home.
My favorite thing about that is when Jeff Hunter does something amazing that not a lot of people can do, he just walks away. He doesn't celebrate. He knows he means business, and he's doing his job exactly. So look for more Jeff Hunter highlights throughout this game tonight.
That's what this gym needed as well. Couple of plays, first on the defensive side, obviously, and then after that dunk, I'm pretty sure there wasn't a single person in this gym sitting down.
Keene State already in the bonus, too, with 5:25 remaining in the first half.
McCursey tries to find the handoffs. Now it's Bobbitt. Works into the paint. David Brennan cannot finish, and Jeff Hunter comes down with it. Seow to Hunter. He's going to work on McCursey. Now kicks to Seow. Seow right by him. Finds Jeff Hunter for two.
Jeff Hunter has great passing vision for a center. He's able to kick it out from the middle, which is something that not a lot of people know. That's very hard to do, to be able to look around like that, especially when you're double teamed as much as Jeff Hunter is.
Noah Osher. Bounce to Brennan. Now at the elbow. Trying to find Sam Stevens. He does. The post up on Aronson. Good move from Sam Stevens. Hunter's there, but it's finished off by Jackson McCursey.
Oh, Jean Baptiste thought about it.
Brito working on Osher. He'll now pull up over Osher. Great shot from Octavio Brito.
I don't even know what to say about that one, Logan. It was just so simple. It was a stop and pop, but he does it so perfectly. He shoots right over him. There's another turnover by David Brennan.
A miscommunication there from the Panthers side, and I think it's just the fact that Brito got the ball and he knew where he wanted to go. He knew the spot on the floor he wanted to take the shot from and did it with confidence, and he's feeling it early with 13. Now the Owls are going to slow it down a little bit with Seow.
No need to rush.
Aronson working on McCursey. He'll now shoot over him. Spencer Aronson's first shot of the day is no good.
No hesitation from number 24. You love to see it.
Stevens. Hand off to Osher. Sobel now goes to the rack in for two. Almost. Brito almost got there on the help defense, could not. And Alex Sobel will now have 16 points. Hunter trying to set up the offense. We'll find Jean Baptiste. Brito working on the shorter Osher. He'll turn and fade, and he hits! Octavio Brito. I think he likes the matchup against Osher.
I think he likes it too, and you know who else likes it? This crowd that's right behind us right now, Logan.
Sam Stevens. Hand off to Bobbitt. Trying to find Sobel. He does. Sobel goes up in a nice finish. Alex Sobel, 18 now, and it's been back and forth between Sobel and Brito. Jean Baptiste loses his dribble, and steps out of bounds. Unfortunate turnover, but the lead is just 2 for Middlebury. We'll be right back.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We talked a little bit about Coach Keene before, but let's talk about Jeff Brown a little bit, coach of Middlebury. They describe him as a program builder. He's been at Middlebury for a quarter of a century, 427 to 218 overall record. He's the winningest coach in program history by over 240 wins. That's really impressive. He has 15 consecutive winning seasons, and he took over the program after the 98 season after 4 straight losing seasons. He's a 5-time Coach of the Year for the NESCAC, 1993 University of Vermont Hall of Fame, 4 championships at NESCAC, 2009, 2011, 16 and 17, 2011 Final Four, 3 Elite 8 appearances, and school record 28 wins in 2011. So to say that he is a program builder would be a little bit of an understatement for Coach Jeff Brown of Middlebury.
Yes, and an impressive resume from him. And as a coach, it's impressive if you are one of the better conferences in this area of the country. Is the NESCAC. And he's got 4 championships and 5 coaches of the year, as we see his best player, Sobel, just tenacious on the boards and just pretty, made it look pretty easy with the dunk over 2 right there.
He's done so many things in this game that I would have thought not a lot of people can do.
Jean-Baptiste for 3, and he answers back. Kind of a broken possession there from Keene State. Zia lost his dribble, but again, as you mentioned earlier, Jeff Hunter's able to find the open man, and Jean-Baptiste is not going to miss that shot very often. Sobel. Hand off to Flax. Flax back to Sobel. The double is there. Now to McCursey, and it's deflected by Jean-Baptiste. McCursey now back out to Evan Flax, and he'll hit the 3.
Not a lot you can do with that possession. It was a little broken. It's kind of hard to get back over there if you're the Keene State Owls, doing the best they can right now with what they got.
Jean-Baptiste. Now it's Brito, working on Stevens this time. Jeff Hunter, he'll fire for 3, and it's off.
Love the enthusiasm from Jeff Hunter. And I'm just saying right now, if that went in, this place would have just gone insane.
Under a minute now in this first half. Evan Flax trying to find some points for his Middlebury squad. He'll pull up a nice looking jumper, is long, but Sobel on the offensive rebound. Stevens in front of the Owls bench. Alex Sobel. Goldman, he'll lead into one short. Jean-Baptiste with just over 30 seconds.
Great defense by the Owls.
They're going to try to set up one for possibly the last shot of this half. Seow working on Flax. He'll go by him with his left kick to Sean. He'll try to drive on Jackson McCursey, who denies him at the rim.
Aronson checks back in for the Owls. Sharpshooter, they're probably going to try to get it to him either in the corner or the top of the key for an easy 3.
Sobel will come off. The inbound from the baseline with CL. Into Brito with 8. Tries to get to the hoop, and it's going to be a jump ball. Keene State will keep possession. Brito wanted a foul, I believe. He tried to drive baseline.
Nobody feels like he should have one. Nice enthusiasm from Captain Octavio Brito.
And here we go again, and it's going to be an illegal screen on Octavio Brito, and he doesn't like that one either. It's going to be his second.
5.8 seconds remaining.
We're going to see Tameen Dupree and Jarek Sishon check back in for defense with just under 6 seconds left now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Logan. They're going to try to stop this play before it even begins by putting in some of their best defensive players on the Owls.
But seeing Jeff Hunter take a seat, Jeff Brown will now put in Alex Sobel. It'll be interesting if they can get it all the way down there to see if they'll try to find Sobel on one end. Here we go, the inbound from Sam Stevens goes to Noah Osher. Osher with 3, he'll pull up, decent look at it, and it's short.
Great defensive play by the Owls to end the half.
And going into halftime, the Middlebury Panthers are going to be up 46-42, but coming up, we put Keene State women's basketball juniors Jackie Alibrandi and Riley Burgess to the test in our latest edition of What Do You Know? Plus, we show you the top 10 plays in Keene State Owls athletics during the fall semester. That all starts right now.
Come on, big dog, help me out. Yeah, I don't really know. Help out here, dude. I don't know. Literally don't know any of them. We should have studied. Abe didn't give us heads up. Hi, I'm Jackie Alibrandi.
My name's Riley Burgess, and we're here to play
What Do You Know? The Sparks, the Lynx. Mercury. You want to help out here, big dog? I don't watch that. Come on, big dog, help me out. Liberty. Oh, you got it, Jack. Keep going. Yeah, I don't really know. Help out here, dude. I don't know. Literally don't know any of them. Honestly, that might be the best we got. Oh.
Indiana Fever, the Washington Mystics, the Dallas Wings, the defending champion Las Vegas Aces.
That's what it was.
And the Seattle Storm.
We suck. Yeah, dang.
UConn, North Carolina.
South Carolina. Notre Dame. Kentucky. Duke. Arkansas.
Oregon. Since 2000, that's like 22 years.
Boston College. Boston University. Boston. Arizona. Oh. Georgia. Michigan. Yeah, we are guessing states. Florida. San Fran. I'm not good at this game. Gonzaga. Indiana?
No.
I forget who Caitlin Clark's on. Miami? It's in Florida. Washington? Nevada? I don't know. I'm trying to go through states now. We should have studied. Abe didn't give us heads up. You don't get any hints.
You said Michigan.
Michigan State. Ha! Yes. Now we're, cause, yeah, I do.
Ohio State.
Utah. I don't want to tap out, but I feel like we should.
I feel like it's getting worse.
Yeah, okay, wait. Let's get one more. Okay, yeah, we might tap out.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Maryland,
Oh god.
Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Purdue was the other big school.
Oh.
Rutgers,
Oh.
Stanford,
There it is. We stink.
We're really bad.
We stink.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so our seniors were Jordan, Lily, Tamara. Juniors were Jenny and Bree. Sophomores, yeah.
Or Ariana.
Yeah, Ani. Michelle, Leah, Sam.
Me, you, Katie, Mary, Colby.
Jenny, Bree.
Haley, DeRosa.
Oh, Haley. Oh my god.
That's it. So, there you go, yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Inside Owl Athletics Top 10 Plays for the Fall 2022 semester. I'm Quinn Kimmel. The fall semester had some incredible action. Keene State claimed a pair of Little East Conference championships, set several milestones, and set us up for an exciting spring. At number 10, a terrific goal for men's soccer. With Keene State down 3-1 against Eastern Connecticut State, freshman Nicholas Henao Vasquez receives the through ball from Noah Spaulding and fires a shot past the goalie to get the Owls back into the game. At number 9, a game winner from women's soccer. In the 14th minute against UMass Dartmouth, Captain Alexis Skinner picks up the ball from over 30 yards away and hammers home a rocket that grazed the goalie's hands and finds its way into the back of the net. Skinner's first goal of the season gave the Owls a crucial Little East Conference victory. Our number 8 play is the prowess of sophomore Molly Murray from the penalty spot. The Owls midfielder was a perfect 5 for 5 on penalty strokes this season and is 7 for 9 in her career. She netted penalty stroke goals against Colby Sawyer, Eastern Connecticut, Plymouth State, Smith, and WPI this season. At number 7, a breakaway dunk by sophomore standout Octavio Brito. In the Owls' home opener against Rutgers Newark, Brito picks the pocket of Chino Anyawu and springs down the court for the jam as the Owls would roll 102-66. At number 6, the return of women's basketball co-captain Jackie Alibrandi. After missing more than a year with an injury, Alibrandi marked her return to the court against Rhode Island College on December 10th. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter, she goes up for the layup plus the foul and converts the three-point play to get the Owls within 1. At number 5, an outstanding individual effort by men's basketball co-captain Jeff Hunter. Facing MIT just after Thanksgiving, Hunter tips away the inbound pass, corrals the ball, and heads down court to finish with a slam dunk as the Owls would finish with the 102-90 win. Our number 4 plays a milestone for men's basketball co-captain Jeff Hunter. In an early season matchup against Southern Maine, Hunter backs in late in the first half and gets the friendly roll to become the 38th player in school history to score 1,000 points. Hunter finished with 22 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists on the day. At number 3, Keene State's women's cross country captures their first LEC title since 2018. The Owls placed 4 runners in the top 10, led by junior Maggie St. John, who was second in 19 minutes, 48.7 seconds. Also earning all conference honors included graduate student Grace Furlong, sophomore Aurora Couto, and freshman Anna O'Reilly, as the Owls won the race by 18 points. At number 2, it's the qualification of Jake Pearl to the NCAA Division III Championships. Pearl, who was second overall at the LEC Championships, became the first KSC runner in 7 years to qualify for the NCAA Championships. At the NCAA regional race, Pearl finished 17th overall, covering the 8K course in 25 minutes, 49.9 seconds to punch his ticket for East Lansing, Michigan, and the full NCAA championship. And our number 1 play of the semester comes to us from Keene State volleyball. The Owls, who had not won the LEC championship since 2008, faced Plymouth State in the conference championship game. The Owls, who had dropped the first set, found themselves down 23-12 in the second set before storming back for a stunning 26-24 victory. And after dropping the third set, Keene State rallied to tie the match with a 25-22 fourth set win. And in the final set, the Owls rolled out to a 10-1 lead to complete a thrilling comeback and capture their first conference title in 14 years. The fall 2022 semester was a great one, and we look forward to more outstanding plays as we begin 2023. For more coverage of Keene State athletics, follow us on all our social media platforms and YouTube at Keene State Owls, as well as online at KeeneOwls.com.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole.
The whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
I remember writing in the second grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
If you would like to see more content from the Owls Media Network, including how senior Jeff Hunter and sophomore Spencer Aronson did on What Do You Know, visit our YouTube channel at Keene State Owls. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Middlebury leads by 4 coming into the second half, and a couple of stories from the stats of the first half is, first of all, Alex Sobel, who already has 20 points in the first half, JJ. He had 21 points in the whole game against Keene State in Middlebury a year ago. What are some things that Keene State can do to stop him possibly, or what can they continue to do that they've done well?
Well, if you're telling me right now they need to do something to stop Sobel, then we might as well just sit here and waste our time. It's one of those things, we're not going to actually stop him. He has 20 in the first half. You're not going to be able to stop him. But what you can do is make everyone else beat you. So the best thing that you can do is make the other guys work. Sobel is going to get his points. We've seen that. He's shooting over people. He's dunking over people. He's getting good blocks. He's going to do his thing. But we're only down 4. If you can bring everyone else's production down to a minimum, we have a really good chance of winning this game.
Yes, and exactly. And maybe the best way to stop Sobel is if he is taken out of the game by his coach. So,
and you know, the only way that he would get taken out of the game is if you kept trying to draw fouls on him. So that might be exactly what they have to do.
Exactly, and here we go. Middlebury is going to have the first possession, and it's going to be Alex Sobel with the ball to start for them. He now finds Bobbitt. Sobel now working on Jeff Hunter. That will hand off to Osher. Osher to Sam Stevens. He'll pull for three, and it's no good. And out of bounds. Another thing I noticed looking at the stat sheet from the first half is offensive rebounds. Keene State actually has more offensive rebounds than they do defensive by 1. They have 8 offensive and 7 defensive. And now they got 9. Kick to Brito. And his three is going to be too strong, but another one from Seau. Finds Sean to the rack, and it's going to be a charge.
Even though that was a charge there for the Owls, offensive rebounds have been a very key factor in us staying in this game, only being down 4. We are being relentless on the offensive boards, and Middlebury is just being kind of lackadaisical on the defensive boards.
Yes, Keene State does have 7 second chance points as they are not ahead in this game, however, in that category, as Middlebury has 11 off of 9 offensive first half rebounds, as Jeff Hunter will come away with the steal here. And now working in transition, it's Jarek Sean right to the rim, and he finishes. What a tough finish from Jarek Sean.
That is a great way to get in the middle if you're Sean. They're not going to expect you to go fast because they're trying to control the pace. They think you're going to go slow. You just got to go and hit him right in the mouth.
Yes, he saw an open lane and turned on the burners. Bobbitt trying to find Brennan. The lofted pass is intercepted by Brito, and here he comes. Good pass to Sean
wow,
again.
What a pass from Brito!
And what a finish from Jarek Sean. And it's going to lead to an early Jeff Brown Middlebury timeout. Keene State has tied this one up at 46.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
Stevens now, working from Middlebury, tries to find Sobel. He will. The back down, and the double, good double there. Ball's deflected away, but Sobel is just unstoppable so far here today. Good move from him, and the wingspan is used for 2. Sobel thought he got a hand on that one instead. The ref saw it as the wrist, and he'll pick up his second of the game.
Any foul that they can get on Sobel, they just have to take advantage of, and hopefully this is something they can keep going with. Maybe not even trying to foul him out, but just trying to get him in foul trouble for the rest of the game, so he has to play a little bit differently.
Jean-Baptiste trying to work on Osher. He'll spin and fade. His shot is short. David Brennan will come away with it. Bob it. Sobel. Behind the back pass is deflected, but Brennan will come away with it. Stevens, pass is deflected, this time stolen. Jarek Sean. Stevens tried to look Sean off. Sean was not falling for it.
I can appreciate the behind the back pass.
Brito will hit a 3 on the other end.
I can also appreciate the 3 by Octavio Brito.
Yes, he can, always. Keene State now gets their first lead of the game. The deflection again, and almost stolen, but Brennan with the loose ball. Stevens finds himself open for 3, misses, but Brennan's there, cannot convert the putback. Offensive rebound again. Stevens now working in the paint. Tries to take the reverse. It's Sobel now, and a push off the ball from Alex Sobel after Brito fouled him going up. It's getting a bit chippy. Ref's going to have to step in and give a word to Octavio Brito.
Man, if I was an announcing right now, I'd definitely be heading to that concession stand to grab some popcorn, because it seems like we have a little fireworks going on there between Sobel and Octavio Brito.
Yes, Sobel and Brito were just trying to get the rebound, trying to collect it. Got their arms tangled, and neither one of them liked it. Sobel's first is good. This game is right back to being tied.
What a great game so far.
Yes, it's been that's been a good game. Sobel's second is no good. The crowd loves that one.
Nice little box out by C-Shot on the big man.
Hunter. Hand off to Brito. Brito from the logo. Oh, bit too long.
Shot that from the Zorn Dining Commons. It almost even went in.
Don't really see him set up the offense like that. And usually when he gets the ball up there, you know he's going to either go ISO or pull. Deflection from Sean. Sam Stevens collects. Now working on Sean to the left. Pump fakes and gets the layup to go. Fundamental from Sam Stevens. Jeff Hunter tries to find the back door, Brito, but he just loses his footing. It'll be a turnover. With that, we will go to the immediate timeouts with Middlebury up 53-51.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Welcome back, everybody. The two captains tonight for the Keene State Owls, Octavio Brito and Jeff Hunter, not only are captains for this team, they seem to be captains for the scoring title for the LEC. Octavio Brito averaging 22.1 points and Jeff Hunter averaging 19.7. Brito tonight with 18, Hunter with 10. Might not be scoring the ball like he usually is, but he is on double-double watch since he has 8 rebounds at this time. Both these players doing a fantastic job of keeping Keene State in this ballgame.
Yes, and I believe it'll be 13 if Jeff Hunter is able to get a double-double tonight. So it'll be at least his 3rd in a row, as he had 2 this week in the LEC games against Eastern Connecticut as well as UMass Boston.
So consistent is Jeff Hunter.
We'll see some full-court press from Keene State. Gets it in immediately to Noah Osher. Osher to Stevens. Stevens tries to bounce for Hunter, and here we go. Hunter over Jackson McCursey.
Express yourself, Jeff Hunter. That's what I'm talking about.
And everybody knew it in the gymnasium after Jeff Hunter was able to pick that pass off. McCursey, props to him for trying to block it, but I think he should have made a business decision there. Osher, he likes that jump shot from the free throw line, and a big play from Noah Osher.
How crazy do you have to be to go upstairs with Jeff Hunter? That was an insane dunk by the captain.
I think people around the country, after seeing that dunk, are not going to try it anymore.
I wouldn't blame him.
And again, after that foul, we're going to have words between the players. Getting a bit chippy, but that was a good play from Noah Osher, guy, the junior. He's hit a couple of shots from that spot today, and after that energizing play, gets an energizing play for his team right after Jeff Hunter's dunk. So cool and collected Middlebury was on that possession, and Noah Osher will convert the 3-point play. Seau goes by Flax, kick to the corner. It's Aronson. It's a bit long, but Jeff Hunter will deflect it out to Sean. Sean now working on Osher. Kick to Seau. Now it's Hunter. Just 10 on the shot clock. Spencer Aronson works to his left, right, steps back, short.
The confidence is still there for these Keene State Owls players. The shots just aren't falling right now.
Osher again pulls up. Cannot get it to fall. Brennan with the rebound. Backside to McCursey, who cannot get the layup to fall, but David Brennan again. He's been extremely active on the boards tonight. Brennan, triple teamed, the whole gymnasium wanted 3 seconds. Instead, we get an Evan Flax 3-pointer. I believe Flax is 3 for 3 tonight from 3.
Crowd is definitely getting into this one. They are not liking the calls that are being right now.
Seau right by Flax. Thank you very much.
Just walked himself in there on that one, Mr. Seau.
Goldman pressured by Brito. Thought he hit him with the arm extension, but no call, and here come the Owls. Seau to Aronson. No look to Brito. Goldman hits the deck. Swing to Sean. Sean right to the rack, and a great finish from Jarek Sean.
That's great basketball from the Owls. They're not going to let someone who maybe got laid out a little bit by Brito. They're not going to let that distract them. They're still going to run their offense, and they're not going to overreact. That's great basketball coming from the Owls.
Brito tries to get a deflection on Osher's dribble. Osher kick to Flax. Seau could have had a steal, but his head was turned the other way. McCursey kick to Flax. Trying to make it 4 for 4. He does. Evan Flax is feeling it.
Almost tripped himself up there in a celebration.
Seau kick to the corner. Brito with his left. Goes right at McCursey. Can't get it to go. Flax loses his dribble. Seau to Brito for 3.
They left him with way too much time on that one.
Octavio Brito. 21 points for the sophomore.
Octavio Brito is putting on a show for the home crowd.
Again, the Owls force a turnover and get immediate points Now David Brennan blocked off the glass by Jeff Hunter. And he's making plays all night. Sea Owl full head of steam, fouled by Flax.
Crazy set of plays in unison after one another for the Owls.
And it's just a 2-point game as we head to media timeout.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about two guys that were key contributors this week in the two LEC games that Keene State had. And it's first with Jarek Seashon, who had a season-high 17 points, as well as 6 rebounds and a couple of steals and blocks. And we've seen him in the past couple of minutes, JJ, have some nice finishes at the rim. Started the second half by going right at Alex Sobel, getting a tough finish. He's had a few of those this half. And then as well as Tameen Dupree, who had 12 points and 5 assists in the game against UMass Boston on Saturday. His highest since becoming a Keene State Owl, as well as his plus-minus, led the team with plus 20 in that game in Boston. So definitely guys, as we talked about earlier in the season, there's a lot of guys besides Jeff Hunter and Octavio Bitter that'll make plays.
Yeah, one thing that you can say about a lot of the guys on this Owls team is that they're steady. They might not be as good as Berto and Jeff Hunter. Not a lot of people are, but they're steady. They know their role, and they know exactly what they need to do in order to keep this Owls team undefeated.
And Seashon will take a trip to the free throw line after being fouled by Edward Witherington. Seashon's first is up, and it's good. And that before the Owls made a bit of a run right there, some exciting plays, and the game was moving so fast that I didn't even realize Alex Sobel was out of the game for the Panthers. So again, when he's on the bench for the Panthers, the Owls seem to be a different team. They seem to be firing all cylinders, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, but it only goes so far. You can say that they're a lot different with Sobel on the bench, but it's only tied now. And he's out there now, and he's a little well rested. So you just want to try to keep him less productive than he usually would be.
As he goes to the hoop now, kind of a crazy shot there. He's going to miss. And here comes Keene State. Seashon. Shot is long. Brito goes up and gets it over Sobel. And he lets him know it. And now Keene State has their biggest lead of just 2 points in this game. That's a big boy rebound from Octavio Brito.
Over Sobel, too, who's been very active on the boards tonight. That is all hustling hard by the captain, Octavio Brito.
Now we see Sobel working on Hunter, and it's stolen away by Octavio Brito, who leads the transition. It's Jeff Hunter to the rim, misses, but Brito's there to follow it up, and he'll have another free layup.
He puts the Owls up forward with that one. Octavio Brito doing everything he can to keep this Owls team undefeated.
Stevens trying to set up the offense. Sam Stevens gets into the paint. His 2 is short. Sobel with the board and a foul on Octavio Brito. His 4th with 10.5 remaining.
The game against Western Connecticut with about 8.5 minutes left. Brito did foul out with 10:30 left in this game. He needs to just be a little bit careful, but he shouldn't stop being himself. He's doing a great job, and the Owls do need him out there. So even though he might have to play a little bit different, Octavio Brito has been doing a great job for this team.
Sobel's first is up, and it's short. timeout with your Owls leading by 2, 70-68.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We want to talk about right now Alex Sobel. Right now he has 29 points, 10 rebounds. He already has a double-double. He has 20 or more points in 8 games this season. Now it's 9. He has 10 double-doubles now, 58% field goal percentage this season, 56% in his career. First team All-NESCAC last season, 2021-22 D3Hoops.com, 4th team All-American. And he's showing why he's that tonight.
And an impressive resume from Alex Sobel, who honestly might have the biggest hands I've ever seen in person. Everywhere he goes, he's palming the ball, he's up with one hand, he's in every passing lane, and he's got a huge wingspan. However, we do not see him on the floor right now for Middlebury.
You mentioned that about Sobel. It is one thing to have hands that are that big, but to know how to use them and know exactly how to contribute to winning with those hands is exactly why he shows why he has that resume that we just mentioned.
Exactly. It seems like him, as well as multiple players on this Middlebury team, are very fundamentally sound and know their game and know what to do to improve their performances, as Keene State will force a turnover off the inbound.
Not really sure what that pass was by Stevens.
I think he tried to throw it off the back of whoever was guarding him. I could not tell. And didn't work out for him. Aronson with the right. A floater is short. Kind of a hook floater. And David Brennan he wanted that ball so bad he hit his teammate out of the way there.
6:45 remaining in the game. 70-68 Keene State. There's Sobel in the middle. That's not Sobel. That's Brennan.
Stevens all the way to the rack, and he'll get a 2 with the left. This game is tied. Seow, hesitation, he'll go up and for 2. Nate Seow likes that matchup against Evan Flax, that's for sure.
Nate Seow has quietly had a great game for the Owls, putting up 14 points with 4 boards of his own.
Osher working on Jean Baptiste. Good defense from him there, and he's going to force him to step out of bounds. It's going to be Keene State ball.
Brito will come back in the game for Aronson.
And so will Alex Sobel. We'll see him check into the game for Witherington.
Also back in for the Panthers, number 31, Alex Sobel.
We're going to get a full timeouts from Keene State, up by 2.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
We're back, just over 6 minutes remaining. Keene State up by 2 and try to close out this game against a very tough, number 11 ranked Middlebury College.
Yeah, Middlebury came in here showing us why they feel like they deserve to be higher in those rankings. They might not be top 10, but they are definitely showing why they should be.
The win probably would give them some more votes for next week's poll, as Hunter will hand off to Brito. Brito working to his left, gets the double team, tries the reverse, unable to get it to go. Now Stevens working on Brito, trying to get him out of the game with a foul. Stevens. To Sobel. Kick to Osher for 3, it's good. Noah Osher, that was a 2, excuse me, and it's gonna be a tie game.
Noah Osher has missed a lot of shots tonight, but he's also made shots exactly when I feel like his team needs them. He has no hesitation, all the confidence in the world to just step up and hit some of the big shots that Middlebury needs right now.
Hand off to Jean-Baptiste, floater, he gets the roll, Jean-Baptiste for 2.
Tough bucket from Jean-Baptiste, another player on the Owls that contributes to winning.
And about Osher too, we've seen him multiple times in timeouts and in dead ball situations, talk to his teammates and go through some things, and he's really been a true leader for this Middlebury team today. Sobel working on Hunter, feels the double, trying to find Brennan, but Siao was there to deflect the pass. Osher to inbound right away to Sobel. Kick to Stevens. Stevens, one dribble pull up for 3, it's long.
Great defense by Keene State.
Forcing him into a tough look from the corner. Now they got a chance to extend the lead. Siao, great pass to excuse me.
Goodness!
Jeff Hunter, but it was the pass from Siao that made it possible.
Calm down, Nate Siao.
Noah Osher working on the pressure, against the pressure from Jean-Baptiste. Now gets it to Sobel. Sobel, the crowd wanted to travel, but instead he's gonna get 2 points. Siao again. Works around the screen and somehow gets that pass off to Jeff Hunter. What a pass from Nate Siao, and Jeff Hunter gets the 2.
Nate Siao has been exactly what this Owls team needs. He's able to get easy looks for his other guys, and he lets the big men eat right in the middle.
Stevens working on Brito. And I believe that's going to be it for Octavio Brito. So he got a hand in there as he went up for the layup. That's a tough blow for the Owls, who lead by 4 with just under 3.5 remaining. We'll be right back.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
And with just under 3.5 remaining, we look forward to the end of the game, but we're going to look forward even past the end of this game to the next 5 games for the Owls. All LEC games after this one for the rest of the season, and they're going to start at home with 2 games. It's going to be against Castleton on Wednesday at 7:30, and then Saturday for Alumni Day, Southern Maine at home. Then they go on the road. It's going to be at Plymouth State on January 25th and January 28th at Rhode Island, before they come back here for Red and White Night on February 1st when they play against Eastern Connecticut. So all these games are important. I think they are winnable games after this one. And obviously, like I said, important for the seeding when it comes to the end of the season, especially in these LEC games.
Not just important for the seeding, but A win for today against number 11 ranked team in the country makes other teams look at you more. They really are going to have to start planning for this Keene State College team, especially if they can pull out a win today. Because one of the worst things as a competitor, which you can do for other schools, is watch a team go undefeated for so long. You want to knock them off that pedestal, especially if they're in the LEC along with them. You want to knock them off their pedestal. But let's see if Middlebury can do it today. And with Keene State only up 2, here's Seow with the ball.
Seow against Osher. Gets to the spot he likes, and Nate Seow just cannot stop. That's what I was thinking. Nate Seow now has 16, and he's been crucial all game. Stevens gets the 2, and interestingly enough, I think Spencer Aronson thought he got an elbow as Stevens went to the hoop.
A little bit of a chicken wing there that Spencer Aronson did not like and called out. He was holding his mouth throughout that last play as he was playing defense.
Seow to Hunter, a lot of space. Now to Aronson, his shot is short. Might have took a deflection off of Stevens as he closed out on the shooter. And now Middlebury with a chance to tie or even take the lead with just over 2 minutes remaining. Osher, kick for Stevens, good catch by him. Aronson not giving him any breathing room. Step back from Sam Stevens, shot is long. Seow with the rebound. Seow to his left, over Osher. Nate Seow having a game today, and another and one.
That's the way you receive the ball, that's the way you look at the rim, and that's obviously how you're finished if you're Nate Seow, getting it done on both ends of the floor.
Osher did not like the call, but a tough finish from Nate Seow to get the end one, and we'll see if he can convert. And he does not, unfortunate. But a 4-point lead for the Owls with now under 2 minutes. Seow pressures Osher. And a timeout from Jeff Brown and Middlebury College. Keene State is up by 4. We're going to stay here, actually, and talk about Nate Seow and how crucial he's been in this game. We said it in the first half. He was getting in passing lanes, and he guards 94 feet all the time, and we were talking about how it's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but what he's been doing offensively today is going to show up on the stat sheet.
I was actually just about to say that. Pretty much exactly what you just said. Most of what he does doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but today is showing on the stat sheet and off of it why you want a guy like Nate Seow on your team, like why you need someone like that on your team, especially if you want to stay undefeated. And I know they're up 4 right now, but with a little bit less than 2 minutes left, Nate Seow, if he can keep getting to his spots, keep getting assists to the big guys, this should be a good ending for Keene State.
Yes, and you talk about those passes to Hunter and the big guys. He does have 6 assists today, as well as 5 rebounds. So a guy with Nate Seow, he doesn't have a lot of height, but 5 rebounds is a very impressive stat from him.
Showing his value is Nate Seow.
Here comes an inbound from Middlebury. Crucial possession from them. They can cut it to a 1-possession game if they get a basket. Sobel finds a double team and finds an open David Brennan for 2, and it's a little too easy there.
That was an impressive find by number 31, Alex Sobel.
Kick to Aronson, 1 dribble, pull up for 3 short, and Osher will come down with the rebound.
Very important right now for Middlebury to score.
Another crucial possession down the stretch. Can they execute? You know who's going to get the ball. And here he is, Alex Sobel. Hand off to Stevens. Stevens working on his left against Aronson. Good defense from him. Finds himself in a double team and draws the foul.
Moments like this really show what you're made of, especially if you're Sam Stevens. You need to, if you're a player like that and you're ranked in the country the way that you are, you have to want the ball in your hands, and you have to make these if you're Stevens.
First one is up, and it's good. Nothing but net from Sam Stevens, and this is a 1-point game.
Sophomore from Mansfield, Mass, Sam Stevens.
Second one. It's up, and it's good. No, it's not. It's long. But David Brennan is going to come away with the rebound, and Middlebury will have another possession. And Brennan has been crucial as well for Middlebury. Many rebounds tonight. Flax looking for Sobel, kick to Osher, big shot, and it's good.
He laced
Noah Osher gives the Middlebury a 2-point lead with 35 seconds. See how kick in. Spencer Aronson's out of bounds on the catch. What a shot from Noah Osher. It's going to be a 2-point Panther lead and a timeouts by Keene State.
My goodness, Noah Osher has been deadly at the top of the key, at the free throw line. He's been getting to his spots, and they should know exactly where his spots are. They need to know where he needs to get it and where he can't get it. And with 33.4 seconds left, Middlebury is going to come down. They're going to try to score. They're going to try to eat up as much time clock as possible and try to get it in.
Yes, this will be a huge defensive effort from the Owls. Unfortunately, Spencer Aronson did step out of bounds as he went to drive baseline. We're going to see Tameen Dupree in for Aronson. Definitely an offensive, defensive type of thing as we're just about at 30 seconds left in this game. And everybody is now on their feet. And as I look behind me, I do see a little group of Middlebury fans on the edge of their seats. They obviously want a Middlebury victory here today.
And they have to inbound the ball on this end of the court too.
Right in front of the Owls bench, and they get it in really easily. It's going to be Jaden Bobbitt on Tameen Dupree. Dupree tries to get the steal. It's a loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Keene State ball.
It's Keene State ball with 24.3 remaining.
I think Middlebury wanted a timeout there. I don't think they had possession for enough time to get a timeout off. It's Tameen Dupree. We haven't seen him at all in the second half, I believe. And he comes in and he makes a great play against Jaden Bobbitt.
What a huge play from the transfer from Nichols.
And that's why, clearly you see now why he was on the court for that huge defensive stand by the Owls. And speaking of standing, everybody behind us is now on their feet, trying to will their Keene State Owls to a 16-0 record today.
And now, one problem that I do see some teams at the college level, the professional, if you have this much time left and you're down 2, sometimes you'll try to get it off too early. What you really want to do is, even just settling for a 2, you want to waste as much clock as possible. You don't want to give them 7 seconds to come down the court and think about it. You don't want to give them 3 seconds on the other side of the court to try to get a 3 or an easy 2. You want to eat up as much clock as possible, but if you're an undefeated team like Keene State, you understand that, and you understand what it takes to go out there and get a W for your team. So let's see if they can pull that out right now.
And kind of a different look, if you're the Owls right now, is obviously Octavio Brito has been out of the game since 3:23, but I think they still have plenty of playmakers. They might go to the bread and butter this evening, which has been Siao and Hunter, who's not on the court, excuse me. Oh, never mind, he's down there.
He was hiding a little bit.
They're going to work the pick and roll as we see it here. And Noah Osher's going to foul. And sends. It's not. They had a foul to give. They didn't want Siao to set up the pick and roll there. But Middlebury no longer has a foul to give, so it'll be interesting what they see. Screen and roll denied by Siao. He gets to the rim, but it's blocked by Sobel. Unfortunately, he did not see Jeff Hunter on the backside. He had a free layup, but it's also tough to get a ball around Sobel when he's coming at you. Just under 10 now. Siao to inbound. Had Sean open, did not see him. Now inbounds to Jean Baptiste. 7 left. Hunter goes up and it's blocked by Sobel, who puts his hands in the air as he thinks this game is just about over. And what a play by Alex Sobel.
Absolutely, what a play by Alex Sobel. Not only to just get a clean block, but to not foul, not do anything. Great, great play by number 31 from Middlebury.
Number 12, Mason Jean-Baptiste.
Puts Flax at the line. First-year student from Baltimore.
This is going to be a 1-and-1 situation. If he does miss the first one, Keene State's just going to have to get it and go. I do not believe this.
Keene State needs a miracle. Let's see if they can get it.
Evan Flax's first one is up and it's good. 3-point lead for Middlebury. He just about sealed this game with a free throw if he's able to connect. Second one's up and it's good. Evan Flax. Heave from CL at the end is not going to be good, and that is going to be the Keene State Owls' first loss of the season by the score of 86-82 against a very good Middlebury College team.
We'll be right back with our coach interview, so stay with us.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with Keene State Owl head coach Ryan Keene. Coach, tough loss against a good team and a good program today. What are some things you can take out of this game and apply to your team as you go forward and finish the season off in LEC play?
Yeah, I thought we got off to a slow start. You know, it's one of those things, playing in an environment like this. Obviously, we haven't had this type of crowd with this type of energy in a game like this with the students around. Yeah, and I don't think we took that emotion and excitement and translated it in a way where we executed defensively to start the game. You know, it just felt like we were going to be able to get some baskets, but didn't set the tone that we were going to be able to lock in defensively and make those little plays that we needed to make. You know, like the free throw rebound late in the game. You know, probably one free throw rebound away from having a really good chance at winning that game. You know, being able to, you know, shorten that game, reduce that clock. But I think it starts with the way that you approach a game like this. You know, and I don't think we had that perfect approach when it came to how we translated that energy and emotion in a big game against a really good team. You know, terrific support from the students and the community. You know, I thought our guys were excited to play, but I think there's a lot that we can learn in a game like this about how we can translate some of those little details about how we want to execute defensively and the things that we can do. You know, offensively, obviously turned it over on a couple of those late possessions. Didn't necessarily get what we wanted a few of them. Nate was fantastic down the stretch. But, you know, that's what happens, right? Like, they're one of the best teams in the country. The road teams won the last 5 games in this series. Unfortunately, we weren't able to buck that trend today in a game like this. But, you know, I don't think there's anything alarming that happened in today's game. I think it was a really good basketball team, playing a really good basketball team, and they just happened to make more of those plays late in the game that impacted winning. You know, You look at the Western game, we made the shots. Today, you know, they got the rebounds and made the shots.
Yeah. So they were up 4 going into the second half. What was as a coach, what was your philosophy going into the second half?
Now, obviously, we wanted to limit Sobel a little bit more. We did a better job on him in the second half. You know, I don't think we covered him the way that we had hoped we would in that first half. You know, the message was I don't think we played our best basketball and we're down 4 in a game like that. If we just play, you know, our game, we're going to have a chance to win the game. You know, and I think our guys generally did that throughout the second half. You know, nothing to be upset about, but a lot that we can learn in some of those ways about how we translate emotion and execute some of those fundamentals and simple plays that I think would have made a difference. You know, whether it's block out type plays or the way we guarded some of those individual guys, the way we bailed them out in a couple of those fouls. You know, they're just some little things that, you know, those type of plays don't win you basketball games against good teams in games like this. You know, but nothing from a holistic standpoint I think we need to worry about or we need to be upset about. I think it's just a lot of those little details that I think if you stack them together, it probably makes the difference between winning and losing today. They just made more of those little plays that impacted winning.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
That wraps up today's broadcast of Keene State Owls men's basketball. Make sure to join us back here on Wednesday, January 18th, when the men host Castleton at 7:30. I'm Logan Pronto, and for JJ LeBlanc and all of us here at Keene State Owl Media Network, thank you and have a great night, everyone.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast and thank you for watching.